Okay, hello. Welcome everyone to our January Health eWorkforce Consortium Student Support Staff meeting. I wanted to introduce a new navigator we have with us, Monica Valandani from Bellingham Technical College, and Matt Bryant is now the project manager at Bellingham. Are either of you on the line right now? Would you like to say anything?
Yeah, we're both on the line. This is Matt. I've just called in to say essentially what you just said, that I've been replaced by Monica. She's very capable. She's worked in our admissions and advising departments, as well as a few other departments here at BTC, so she has a lot of institutional experience, and we're confident that she'll do a great job as a student navigator. Monica, do you want to say hi?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for the introduction, Matt. That was better than what I could have said. So I'm just happy to be here. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, well, thanks. We're happy to have you on board. Look forward to working with you. Okay. So today we have a guest speaker with us. Amy Justice from HeW is here, and she's going to talk to us about the Veteran Career Services Initiative going on through HeW, and then answer any questions that you might have. So Amy, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Pam. So good afternoon, everyone. I am Amy Justice. I am the program manager for HeW's Veterans Career Services Initiative. Today I'm going to provide you a summary of what our initiative is all about and our current program offerings. And I don't know if I have the shtick.
Oh,
yeah.
You do. You've got control.
Yes. Roger says you do.
All right, let's see. I can figure out how to work. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. So just a quick overview. I'll give a little bit of a background. I'll talk about our mission at HeW in regards to the Veterans Career Services Initiative and a little bit about career services in general. I'll talk about our current program offerings at Veterans Career Services Initiative, what we have going on in April in regards to the HeW's 15th annual conference, and then I'll end with, again, just an overview of the career services at HeW. So a little bit of background. So for those of you not familiar with HeW, HeW stands for the Healthcare Information and Management Systems Society. It's the world's largest professional society in health information technology. We have over 52,000 individual members, 600 corporate and organizational affiliate members, and over 250 nonprofit partners, most of who would be employers. We are a cause-based global enterprise producing health IT thought leadership. We do education, events, market research, and media services around the world. In early 2013, Bellevue College partnered with HeW, and we launched what we call our Veterans Career Services Initiative. It actually launched on Veterans Day, November 11th in 2013, and it's geared to welcome veterans into the world of health IT. And so I'm a veteran myself, and I retired in 2013 in September and immediately came on board to help develop this program. So you'll find sometimes I get excited when I talk about it, so I'm very passionate about what we're doing in the veteran space at HeW. Our mission is to provide veterans, transitioning service members, eligible spouses, and survivors access to professional development and career support information, tools, and resources in order to prepare for jobs in health IT. All of our offerings are found on our landing page. So if you go to www.hews.org/VCS, Veterans Career Services, you'll find us there. So this is just a little screenshot of that, so please feel free to go to that website and play around and see all the information that I talk about today. This is where you can find that. We have an average of about 250 visits a month to the site, new visits. So I wanted to tell you what all we offer to our Veterans Career Services guests. That's what I like to call them, population of HEMs. And so I'll be going through each one of these. Our focus, again, is in the areas of professional development and career support. And so as you can see, under professional development, or besides professional development as is here on the slide, the first thing you see is certifications. So HEMS now has 2 certification offerings. The CAHIMS, the Certified Associate in Healthcare Information and Management Systems, which most of you are probably familiar with. And we also have a long-recognized CPHIM, Certified Professional in Healthcare Information and Management Systems. The CAHIM certification, of course, most of you know, is an entry-level technician certification designed for emerging professionals and career changers like our transitioning military and veterans would be. Typically, they'll have less than 5 years of experience, and hopefully this certification can facilitate entry-level careers into health IT. It's an introductory review of the many facets of health IT and designed to be a career pathway to the more advanced CPHIMs. It also is reimbursable by the GI Bill. And so again, a lot of our veterans and transitioning military personnel are extremely interested in the CAHIMS certification. The events that we have listed here, we offer complimentary, the Veterans Career Services Initiative offers complimentary registration for our guests to attend many of our events at HEMS. Just a few examples here, HEMS 15, which we'll be having in April in Chicago this year, which I have a whole other slide on, so I'll go into great detail momentarily. But we also have regional events where we travel around to different areas and we'll have a presence there. In fact, I'm in Orlando. On my card and everything it says Chicago because that's where my home base is. However, I'm a remote employee and I live in the beautiful lower Alabama, Redneck Riviera, Panama City, Florida. But I'm in Orlando today because tomorrow and Friday I'll be working at a regional event. So I'll be here talking to student veterans and other attendees about what we're doing in the veteran space at HEMS. We also have the Government Health IT Conference where we provide complimentary registration. Webinars, we have a monthly webinar series. Each webinar focuses on topics geared for veterans and transitioning military. Sessions typically run 30 to 45 minutes. They are recorded and placed on our landing page, so at any time a guest can listen to previous sessions. We have sessions on our program, different topics, certifications. We have them on resume writing, transition help. We also have specific careers within health IT. We have industry leaders come on and talk about a specific career field. We advertise on our landing page. We advertise HEMS.org. We're all over social media sites. And of course, other veteran and military service organizations put out our information as well. And again, if you go back to that previous landing page, there's a spot where you can find our webinars, all of them. It's almost like a little library at this point. Collaboration with professional development. Also on the link, we have a spot called Further Your Education. And under that link, it hosts information and additional links to veteran-friendly schools that have their own veteran initiatives and or educational offerings in health IT and information management. And all the consortium schools are out there, as well as others that we've partnered with to share information. Moving on to career support resources. Excuse me. V-Mentor is very popular. This is where a HEMS V-Mentor is a military veteran and a health IT professional with years of career experience. And they're charged with guiding and mentoring transitioning veterans by answering questions. They provide career advice, and they share valuable insights, lessons learned, and personal experiences. They also, one of the things that has been helpful to many of our transitioning military folks is resume writing. So they'll write their resume and they'll ask one of our V mentors to take a look at it. Somebody that's in the field that might even be a hirer to make sure that it is civilianized enough, because unfortunately in the military, depending on how many years you serve, you might not have ever needed to write a resume. And although we have some classes, and although some of us, like myself, paid for somebody to demilitarize our resumes, it doesn't always read as well as maybe somebody that was in the military. So they've been helpful in that respect as well. So again, on the landing page under Need Career Assistance, you can find our V Mentor Ask a Question link. The question will come to me and then I will get additional information from that veteran or transitioning military so that I can then match them with an appropriate mentor. Again, it's a great tool for sometimes people just want to ask a quick question from somebody in the know, and again, have them look at what they're doing. Maybe they have a question about schooling, or and it's very helpful to have somebody who's been there and done that already and share that with them. So on both sides, it's very rewarding for the V mentor as well as the person requesting. HeW's chapters. Through our landing page, you can find your local HeW's chapter. Chapter membership is free with a HeW's membership, and I'll talk a little bit about memberships here in a little bit. And networking is so important. So to get involved, if you want to get into health IT, you should totally get involved with the HeW's chapter that's in your area. Again, it's a great place to network and find out what's going on in your area, what jobs are coming available. So we certainly encourage people to get involved with the chapters. Collaboration. So this is in addition to the professional development collaboration. I'm always working on collaboration efforts with other organizations. We work with federal agencies, the Department of Labor, the Veterans Administration, Department of Defense, the Defense Health Agency, which is the DHA military folks, Transition Assistance Program Coordinators, Career One Sources, and many other veteran and military support agencies. I'm currently working on a program which I'm calling Veterans Career Services Partnerships, where we'll begin to share information, tools, and resources with for-profit organizations. HeW's is a nonprofit, and so trying to work with for-profit can sometimes be a little sticky, but we've figured out a way to add it as a benefit to their membership, is to share information on our Veterans Career Services site. So more to come on that, but we'll be working with the corporate members and organizational affiliate members. So these are, again, I mentioned in the opening that we have 600 corporate and organizational affiliate members, and most of these people are hirers. Most of these organizations hire veterans. Many of them at annual conference have signs up of, allotting their veterans initiatives. So what better place than to put it on our landing page. And lastly, through our landing page, you can access the HeW's job line. And of course, it's not only for veterans. You can access it from the regular HeW's site as well. It's the Health IT job search engine, and within the system, you can upload your resume, and you can look at current Health IT job postings. I'm currently working with Career Services to add a veteran's preference feature where an employer can specify or look for a veteran. So the veteran can put their resume in and click a button that they're a veteran, and if the employer is looking specifically to hire a veteran, they can make that selection, so it makes it a little bit easier. We're also working with employers to add more entry-level positions. One of my biggest complaints about JobMine would be that most of the positions in there are higher-level positions. However, I know that there's a lot of entry-level positions out there, and it's just getting the focus to the employers to get them loaded. And so that's a program, that's something we're working on right now. But you can go in and load your resume for free and take a look at any time. Click. Moving on to HeW's 15, which I am very, very excited about this year. So last February, we had our first conference present at HeW's 14. And keep in mind, we launched this program in November, and the conference was in February, so a very short time frame. However, we were able to host 15 veterans and transitioning military members who, again, received complimentary registration to the event in Orlando. The Heroes Welcome to Health IT was an area for veteran interaction, networking, and we were able to host a couple of educational sessions at our booth. So that's what we had last year. I'm currently in the final planning stages for HeW's 15, which again is 12 through 16 April, and it's going to be in Chicago. And they're typically in February. However, it's not really great weather in Chicago in February, so I moved it down a couple of months. But this year I have a full-day career boot camp planned with some great speakers, networking. There's a special keynote, and last Friday I got our first sponsor. Epic is going to be one of our sponsors, and yesterday Hitachi gave me a verbal confirmation. They haven't signed any paperwork yet, but I fully expect them to come on board. So we'll have them participating as well. I can't bring it up here, but if you go to the HeWsconference.org site, and then, or you can click on this link right here, or you just type in boot, actually, and it'll come up, and you can see all the wonderful speakers that we have this year. The keynote is Dawn Halfacre. She's a wounded warrior. She's got a really great story on transition, because not only did she have to transition her career, and she's in information technology and healthcare, but her body as well. And we just have some really great guests coming in and speakers that are going to talk on a multitude of topics. And again, you can go to the website and see everything that we have planned. Let's see, where am I? Along with the boot camp, the rest of the week, we'll have our Heroes Welcome exhibit on the floor again. It's a central location. Veterans and transitioning service members, they come there and connect with each other, and employers and service organizations also stop by. Last year it was, you know how military people are, we just kind of like hang out and share war stories, and we set it up like a lounge. So we have the booth, and we have couches and places to use computers and recharging stations and snacks and the works. So it's actually a lot of fun. Again, I mentioned last year we had 15 guests, and as of today, I set a cap initially of 35, but we were already sold out of that. And as they sold out, all these people are getting complimentary registrations, so we just increased it to 50. And I have a feeling we probably might increase it again. So 35 registered attendees. And let's see. Oh, I also wanted to mention that I also was able to convince, back to the chapters, last year we had, like I said, we had 15 guests, and most of them were from the Orlando area, because if you're a veteran or a transitioning military, it might not be in your budget to travel, you know, across the country to attend a conference, even though it might be really advantageous for you to do so. So I started thinking about how could we pay for their travel? How can we get them here when if they really want to come? And so this year I have 13 chapters sponsoring 14 veterans and transitioning military paying full travel honorariums. So these 14 people are going to have no out-of-pocket expenses, and they'll be able to come to the boot camp and spend 3 days at the conference all for free. So thanks to the chapters for doing that, and I hope to have more next year, because we had about 70 applicants. We had a little survey. So something that's not on this slide, but I did want to mention, back to membership, we are getting ready to launch a Heroes Welcome membership to be announced in early April, and it will be a complimentary one-year membership for veterans new to HeW, veterans new to Health IT. They must be a veteran. This is the criteria. They must not have been a previous HeW's member. And one of the really great benefits is, for the first 100 veterans to sign up, they are going to get a complimentary CA HeW's review course and an exam if they choose to do that. So, so that cost that they usually have to pay, we're going to reimburse that to them at HeW. Other memberships that might be relevant to this audience, we have student memberships, and I think it's like $30, and it comes with some really great benefits as well. and again, all that information you can find on the HeMS.org site. And just a little bit about career services. The Veterans Career Services Program was developed with this Career Services Department in mind. Career Services has programs for anyone to utilize. Some of these on here I will kind of skip around because we already discussed them, like certifications in JobMine, and they do a monthly webinar series too. But they do have some unique programs that fall within the realm. Advancement is on here. Under advancement, you can learn how to become a senior member, a HeMS fellow, or a life member, and there's certain criteria that goes along with advancement. And again, if you're at that level, then this is where you would come to make sure that your contributions are noted and apply for that program. There's also an awards program where they recognize outstanding leadership and industry service, service to HeMS, service to chapter activities, and to publications. This emerging professionals community is really great. It's developed, for me, when I would think of emerging professionals, I'm thinking of those students who are finishing school and moving out into the workforce. Developed for professionals with 5 or less work experience in health IT. They offer free webinars, information sharing, new ideas, and practical solutions. Their goal is to build a solid foundation for strengthening abilities, acquiring more experience, and advancing one's health IT career path. And not on here, but similar to the Veterans Career Services, we have the V-Mentor, Veteran Mentor Program. There's an E-Mentor program under Career Services as well for these emerging professionals who, again, are starting out and they might want some advice from somebody who's been there and done that, and that is through Career Services. They also offer scholarships annually. The HeMS Foundation awards scholarship to HeMS student members who have achieved academic excellence and have the potential to be future leaders in health information and management systems industry. Any additional information or questions that you might have about specifically career services, you can use that link down there at the bottom. And I think that's my last slide. And this is just my contact information. If anybody had any specific questions that you didn't want to ask here, or if you're interested in maybe a complimentary registration, one of your students or anything like that, you can certainly reach me at this email address or phone number. And again, I thank you for your time, and I'm available to answer any questions.
Thanks so much, Amy. That was really great information. There's a lot available that I didn't realize. So I hope everyone's sending their students to HeMS and making those resources available. Does anyone have any questions for Amy? You're welcome to come online or just type in the chat box.
Or if I've explained it so thoroughly, you know, I'll accept that as well. And again, if anybody has any questions later, again, just shoot me an email. I'm happy to provide information. If I'm not the person that can answer it, I know the people that are. So again, I really appreciate the opportunity to come and speak to you guys today.
Does anyone in the room have any questions? Okay, well, hopefully you won't get bombarded with emails later.
Sure. Thank you, Pam, so much.
Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Okay, you can go ahead to the agenda, back to the agenda. Okay, so now we're going to switch to our challenges and best practices. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share with the group today? Again, feel free to either come online or just type in the chat box. I know we did just meet a few weeks ago, so. Oh, Brandy, you have your hand raised. Would you like to say something? Okay. You want to check the chat box and see if anybody... Oh, here we go. So Brandy said that she looked on the job mine and found one job that their students might qualify for. So, and you all heard Amy talking about how they're working on trying to get more entry-level jobs on that site. So hopefully we'll see some more coming online soon. Back to the chat box. I'm not sure why it keeps switching off, but okay, it looks like we have a couple other comments. So Erica says collaboration with student services and the internship coordinator to discuss consistent practices in reviewing student resumes. Okay, that sounds like a good practice. Okay, here's a comment from Michelle in Whatcom. When I recently connected with our physical therapist assistant instructors, they identified a few students needing extra support on professionalism and study skills. In order to help build engagement, they incorporated myself into in-class skills tests. I was assigned to be a patient with specific students in order to build rapport. That initial contact in the classroom has led to greater interest in one-on-one study support with these harder-to-reach students. Wow, that's a really great idea. Okay, does anyone have anything else before we move on? Okay, then I'd just like to go around and have each person, either through the chat box or through your phone, share one thing in the next month that you are committed to doing that you think will have the biggest impact on meeting the grant goals. Pierre, you look like you have something you want to say.
My commitment is to be more physically present in the professional community. That will help the grant goals by developing recruitment leads and employer contacts.
Excellent, thank you. Do you have anything?
Just going to be continuing what we're doing, but also further delving into students' goals and barriers and identifying more strategies for students to overcome barriers in their program.
Great. Okay, it looks like Brandy typed in something. Ensuring our students' degrees post to their transcripts. We do not have an auto award system for degrees. The students must apply. And Monica says we are launching a new advertising campaign and will increase our campus outreach to meet our enrollment goals. Great. And Michelle says, our medical assisting program is developing in-class professionalism role plays that we're going to begin rolling out into course curriculum. I've developed a soft skills professionalism presentation that will be an introduction to students of the soft skills that are most often highlighted in job descriptions. We are wanting students to develop a professionalism action plan so they are most prepared at graduation for employment. That is very cool. And Erica says they're improving student preparation in interacting with employers at career fairs. For example, helping people with their elevator speeches. And Mary said she's going to start a job shadow mentoring with employers to match students. And her goal is to visit employers with 8 to 10 students. Great. And Erica has improved student preparation in interacting with employers at career fairs. I think that one got posted twice, but. And Pat says, extend my community outreach efforts over the next 2 months. Also put our final questionnaire at program end that will get current contact information and employment at time of program exit. Those are great. Is there anyone we missed? Brandy says also use the rest of our marketing money. Any great ideas?
Okay, ready.
What about you, Pierre? Pierre was doing some Google AdWords. How is that going?
Google Ads is both expensive and challenging. Just to be forewarned. It's a great way to spend your money if you want to get rid of it real quick.
Any success?
Yeah, we got traffic, but the problem is that we weren't tracking what happened after we got clicks.
Oh, okay.
So we had to manually, ask people, did you find out through Google Ads? And I don't think it was enough traffic to justify the,
cost.
A couple $1,000 we spent.
Okay, good to know. Thanks. Does anyone else have any ideas, marketing ideas for Brandy? Okay, well, it looks like we're going to end early today, so thanks, everyone. We'll see you next month.